All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to tackle a verb that is just, at the absolute heart of the Japanese language, iku, or iku, which means to go. Seriously, if you can get this one right, you unlock a massive piece of the whole puzzle. So let's break down its essential forms step by step. So you ready for this? I mean, if you've ever just stared at a Japanese verb chart and felt totally overwhelmed, trust me, you are not alone. But here's the thing, there's a system to it all. It's not just random. Understanding that system is the key, and honestly, iku is the perfect verb to help us crack the code.
So, here's our mission today. We're going to master the 6 core forms of iku together. And you'll really want to lock these in, because the patterns we're about to uncover, well, they're the same patterns you're going to see in tons of other Japanese verbs. This is a real game changer. First up, the connecting forms. I like to call these the building blocks of sentences. See, these forms, they're not really meant to stand on their own. Their entire job is to attach to other grammatical bits and pieces to build more complex meanings. You can literally think of them like Lego bricks. Okay, our first form is called the Mizen-kei, or Mizen form. You can kind of think of it as the imperfective form, or maybe even the before it happens form. But here's the most important takeaway. You'll pretty much always see this form right before a negative ending, like nai. For iku, this form is ika, pronounced ika. Hear that? Ika. Really focus on that ah sound at the end. That sound is your big clue that something else is about to be attached to the verb, and very often it's going to be a negative.
And here it is in action. Look at that first sentence. 今日は学校に行かない. See how our ika connects right to nai? That's how we get ika nai. I am not going to school today. Then in the second one, 子供を一人で行かせる. It connects to seru to mean to make a child go alone. It's just a pure connector.
Okay, next up is the Ren'you-kei, or Ren'you-kei. And let me tell you, this one is an absolute workhorse. I'm not kidding. You are going to see this form everywhere. Its main job is to connect to other verbs, and especially to polite endings like mas. For our verb, this form is iki, or iki. Did you catch that? The sound just changed from a in aka to I in iki. That one little vowel shift makes a world of difference in what the verb can do. And check this out. This really shows what the Ren'you-kei can do. In that first example, 毎日会社に行きます, our iki connects to mas to make it polite. That's where ikimasu comes from. Then in the second one, 日本へ行きたい, it connects to tai to show you want something. 行きたい, I want to go to Japan. That one little form is a bridge to totally different meanings. All right, next section, the statement forms. Now, this is where we need to pay close attention because we're about to hit a classic stumbling block for learners. We have one form that actually has 2 different jobs. But don't worry, it's all about context. So, take a look. On both sides, the verb is just iku, the dictionary form. The only difference is its job. On the left, we have the Shuushi-kei, the terminal form. Think terminal like the end of the line. It just ends the sentence. 明日東京へ行く. Tomorrow, I will go to Tokyo. Full stop. Simple, right? But now, look to the right. That's the Rentai-kei, the attributive form. Its job is to modify a noun that comes right after it. 明日行く場所は東京です. The place I will go tomorrow is Tokyo. See that? Here, iku isn't ending the sentence, it's describing the noun right after it. 場所. Same word, totally different roles. All right, on to our final pair, the command forms. This is where we really start putting the verb into action, telling people what to do or setting up conditions. First, we have the Katsuyou-kei, or Kei. This is the conditional form, and its one job in life is to set up if scenarios. You know, if you do this, then that will happen. And that form is ike, pronounced ike. Now, remember that because, well, you'll see in a second. And here's how you spot it in the wild. You see 早く行けば間に合う. The key here is that ike is followed by ba. That whole phrase, ikeba, is the classic structure for if you go. If you go quickly, you'll be on time. It's just setting up a condition. And now for its twin, the meirei-kei, or meirei-kei. This is the imperative form, and you can just think of this as the bossy one. This isn't a suggestion, it's not an if. It is a direct, strong command. And what does it look like? You guessed it, it's also ike, aike. Same exact word, same sound as the conditional form.
The only thing that changes is the context and the forcefulness behind it. Look at this example. 早く行け. Go quickly. See the difference? There's no if, there's no then, there's no ba. It's just a raw, direct command. It's blunt, and it's used when you need to give an order. Same word, but a completely different intention.
And there we go. That's the whole shebang. We're putting it all together now. Think of these 6 forms not as just a list of conjugations, but as your new, complete toolkit for using the verb iku. So let's run through them one last time. We have ika, our connector for negatives. We have iki, our connector for polite endings and other verbs. We have iku, which can either end a sentence or describe a noun. And we have ike, which can either set up an if condition or be a direct command. It all comes down to what the verb is doing in the sentence. You can do this. And that's really it. That's your fundamental guide to the verb iku. The best part is, the patterns you just learned, they're going to pop up over and over again with other verbs. So, my question to you is, what Japanese verb should we tackle next?